Today, I wanted to talk about something that's been coming up a lot in my free calls, where female practitioners have been applying for my training, 160-hour trauma-informed somatic teacher and coach for women training certification. The next cohort is starting in October, beginning of October. So I've been having a lot of conversations with female practitioners who want to work in trauma informed and somatic approach, female practitioners who are yoga teachers and therapists, um, counselors, coaches, well-being practitioners, clinical psychologists, some of them. So female practitioners who really understand how important it is to work in trauma-informed way and wanted to learn more skills and develop more ability to hold a safe space. But one of the objections that I hear a lot is saying, it's like, "Oh, but I want to be inclusive. I want to be inclusive. I want to be able to work with everybody. So Aneta, why is your course for women only?" And so today I wanted to share some thoughts around it, some um, reasoning and understanding behind it, so you understand why it is so important. Because this training and all the skills and all the understanding that we learn about trauma, about polyvagal theory, about soma psyche and soul, about the somatic practices like somatic movement and somatic meditation and somatic practices for nervous system regulation, and the unique coaching method that I teach you, the soma psyche soul coaching method, and lots of other different practices and approaches and tools, impact influence of focusing on body listening and internal family systems and the soul connection practices and understanding. All of those can be used with women, with men, and with refining it with children as well. So those understandings, those tools, those techniques, those practices can be shared with anybody. But the reason why this training is called for women, it's because I wanted to create a safe space for women to come together and to start going deeper into understanding the roles that women play within our society and the impact of trauma on women's physiology, the impact of trauma on women's identity, then the seasons of women's life and how trauma can impact women at different seasons of their lives. It's really important for me because ultimately I am a woman and majority of my clients are women. I work with men as well. I've worked with men a lot over the last 25 years. It's not a problem. When I was working in social care, especially right at the beginning, when I worked in dual diagnosis, substance misuse and mental health, 2/3 of my clients were men. Only later, when I moved to work in family work, in child protection and doing outreach and, setting up services and the troubled families agenda, only then I worked with majority of women because the client groups that attend different services, vary. And so my experience is that for the last 8 years, majority of my clients have been women. And this is what I hear also from women, female practitioners who I talk to, who say, but I want to be inclusive. I want to be able to bring men into my classes as well. And then almost the second sentence is, but majority of my clients are female. And, 95% of my clients are female, but I still want to stay inclusive. During the training, the somatic trauma-informed somatic teacher and coach for women training certification doesn't mean that you have to work solely with women. As I said, I work with men as well. I've worked with teenagers. I've worked with children, although children and were not really the group that I wanted to work with on a regular basis. If you do, that's what you can adjust your work to, bring in the practices that you learn. So doing this training doesn't stop you from working with other groups, but it gives you the skills and understanding and embodied wisdom to support anybody in this kind of way, in a much more trauma aware, trauma informed way, with the focus on embodiment of really more stability, more groundedness, more presence. And the other thing for me also is, I said it already, I am a woman, and the women that are doing the training, it's really important that as female practitioners, we include ourselves in the circle of care. I cannot tell you how often I have the same conversation when I mentor and coach other female practitioners about how they are taking care of everybody, and they are right at the bottom of their own priority list. That they just run out of time. They just don't have enough time or space to take care of their own needs. And if you want to work in a way that really is much more empowering and taking care of your needs as well as your clients and your community and your loved ones, then this is the training for you, because it always starts with us. If we really understand it, not on the mind level, yes, I know self-care is important, I need to take care of myself, but on a visceral, embodied level, if you shift your understanding into I really know in every cell of my body how important it is that I start with myself, because everything else relies on that. The more, as a female practitioner, I feel grounded, stable, connected, supported, empowered, filled up, balanced, present, the more I can work with others from this stable, connected, supported, rich, empowered place. When we don't do this, we pay the price with our health, whether it's physical health or mental health. We pay the price sometimes with our relationships, the relationships that are really important to us. If we experience trauma, we are much more likely to start getting triggered and re-experiencing those experiences and memories. So it's really important that we start with us. And this is what this training provides. If you want to empower yourself, if you want to empower others, if you want to do it in a different kind of way, in a way that allows you to connect with your own rhythm, that allows you to build a sustainable business in a way that is right for you and your clients. If you want to go the distance without burnout, without exhaustion, without hassle, without really trying to be somebody that you are not, that's the training for you. And one last thing in here, it's really fascinating when you start going deeper into understanding how society is structured, how society is built. I'm talking about our Western society, how it really puts down women. Even the other day, I was talking to somebody on a dog walk in a park, and this lady was telling me how she left her corporate work. And when she left, she found out that her equal in the same job role, a male equal in the same company was getting paid £25,000 more. 2023, still happening. It's still there, in the workplace, in the opportunities, in the way that women are expected to hold so many different roles. And yet our society is very patriarchal. Our society is designed for men in mind. Even, we explore that in the training, even when you start looking at research that is done out there, the research around medications, research around treatments, it's always done with young males because, as researchers say, women are too difficult to work with. They're too changeable, they're too unpredictable because of their hormonal cycles, because of the fluctuations in their physiology. I don't think the answer, honestly, I don't think the answer is let's exclude women completely. Let's just focus on doing research around young males. And that's not the way forward. But that is the reality. And yesterday, one last thing in here, yesterday I was reading an article about the battle to stop AI become sexist. I mean, I had to laugh because ultimately, I mean, it's like that is just insanely funny. The way that they people and scientists and coders, designers are working with AI is actually there is a potential that because there aren't enough women involved in that, it will simply become sexist because the challenges that women face are not taken into account, and AI, as it is learning, will not learn those variations because majority of users are men, and AI is learning through the data inputted into it. And so this is the reality that women are still in 2023 are still discriminated in a very subtle way, sometimes in very obvious ways, in other ways within our society. So for me, this training is really important to actually bring women together in a safe environment when you are not expected to all wear the same purple gowns, that you are not expected to be anybody than you are. Bringing, connecting, collaborating, finding your own unique voice, finding your own expression and how you want to impact your clients, your community, your family, your circles, how you want to take care and positively impact, and taking care of yourself at the same time. So I hope that answered a little bit this question about, worrying about, I want to be inclusive. Why is it for women only? It's for women because if you are a female practitioner, it starts with you. It cannot start any other way. And the more you understand that, it actually makes sense to really understand what's going on for you on a physiological level, how you can take care of yourself, how you can connect for yourself on the soma, psyche, and soul level, how you can then take it into your community. And as I said, majority of our clients are female. That's my experience. And even if there are men, as I said, or children, you can use those tools, that understanding, you can tweak them to be perfect for your own client group. I wish you a really good day. Take care for now.